Cool.
I'll sign it. That's you? Sign for sale?
Hey, D. Hey, it's Devan. If we get the interview, you gotta call Jonathan to cut the D to, like, stick mic.
No, he still has his mic on. He still has his mic on. Steve, we're with UT 10 New for students learning how to do broadcasts. Would you be willing to talk to us?
Yeah, what? Yeah, sure.
We're learning how to do broadcasts. Would you be willing to speak with us for a minute?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Should we just come over here?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
We'll hold on for just a second here.
Thank you so much.
This is Matt, and I'm Devan.
You have enough light?
He took off that mic, so.
Where did he can we have that mic back?
We're hooked up to that feed.
We're plugged into it, so that would be wonderful.
Hey, Devan.
We're the broadcast department here. We're the prom department, so we're learning how to interview people, and you're here, so.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Devan, you want to answer the question? Ask the question. Here, white balance.
Okay. So can you tell me a little bit, I'm just going to try to use a
better than nothing.
Yeah. So how does it feel to be speaking to the youth and being a motivational speaker?
The most important thing in my life, I don't consider myself motivational that much. You know, here's what you go through and this and that. I like to tell stories. I like to tell jokes and things like that. I could go for hours, but universities are my favorite audience because I pretend a lot of the people are students actually. That was the most formative time in my life. In high school and the university, all the electronic things I was coming up with and becoming very unusual in some areas that weren't even necessarily from classes. And I really want people to sometimes hear those stories because they'll think, my gosh, you know, if I get interested in something, I can actually make something out of it, at least happen. So and those are the people that are most important to me. I don't want to tell people you should go a certain way in life.
If you were to tell young engineers and inventors and, like you said, computer geeks like yourself, you know, when they're younger and feeling, you know, like maybe they can't make a difference or they're feeling discouraged, what would you tell them as to how to pursue their dreams?
First of all, what you're doing is the most important thing in the world in my mind. Trying to be entrepreneurs and think of different things that don't exist yet, ways to make them, develop your skills. You know what? You can go online and all day long go through every little question, even after you've learned something. Keep questioning. When I was in 9th grade, or 10th grade, I would take the math book and we would assign certain questions. I would answer every single question in the chapters just to learn it. I just wanted to learn really well badly. And no matter how low you are, and even if you've had bad grades or not taking courses, you can go study it on your own and get a better education than they got in the class. You know, so make up for your holes and be a little bit broad. Don't say one little narrow, here's other people say, this is the sort of job I do, this is the work I do. Don't be afraid to think that as young as you are, you can think up the ideas. But if you think of an idea, you got to know a way to get there. And even if the way involves also knowing a couple other people that have the skills that'll get you there, that's good.
How have you liked to stay in Toledo?
How have I liked Toledo?
Yeah.
Oh.
Being here, how have you liked staying in Toledo?
Go Rockets!
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, go Rockets.
It's the first time in my life, and I kind of flew in last night.
Oh, okay. So you didn't get much yet.
I wish I could have been here. I have a lot of experience in other places in Ohio, going back a long time in my history. Some friends here, and I'm in the Inventors Hall of Fame, which started in Akron.
Oh.
It's now sort of Washington, D.C. and Akron.
Well, thank you so much. Would you do a picture with us for our social media?
Yeah.
All right, jump in, get a picture.
Thank you.
My camera.
Oh, thank you so
You didn't even ask me anything on your area. What do you think of communication?
Let's have you guys turn around. Don't you mind?
Thank you so much. Yes, sir. What I would like to do is pay attention to the people here, because they'll never, it's not going to have a likely chance to see me in Toledo very much. Yes, I would like to. Whatever you're willing to do. I don't know how long the place can stay. What?
Can I get your communication?
Communication.
If you're willing to offer
Yes,
it?
I said the most valuable thing to me is openness and honesty and communication. Being able to communicate an idea well is something that engineers have a reputation for being able to talk engineering talk and nobody can understand them. It's so important to be able to translate that and put it into the humanist perspective. I was a teacher for 8 years. I was very patient with my own children, and I learned it's very important to not only know that what you're saying is right, but to know that the listener, what the words they are hearing, will have the meaning to them that is correct.
To get the message out.
Yes. Now, as far as broadcast type communication, there's a lot of negatives there, because the higher up you go, the more you become skilled at writing your own story and pretending like it's a question, making a statement and pretending it's a question, and tricking people and writing, and sensationalism, trying to get a sensational headline, Yeah, and that's just part of life, and it's because the audience wants it. It's not because the communicators are bad, because the people who watch it that's what they want to pay for.
So keep your integrity is what you're saying.
Keep your integrity, yes.
Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for rephrasing that for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna